I want to give a thanks to the patron Zombie Fox.
He doesn't notice me.
Never mind, he notices. No,
No, he doesn't. He doesn't notice me. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He knows.
He knows. He definitely knows. He definitely knows.
He knows.
That guy also knows too. They all know!
How it be, my fellow gamer words? Hope you're all doing well, and today we are going to be talking about Minilad once again, because he has returned. Now, I know he's been back for a while on his Craig Thompson YouTube channel, but he has finally returned to the Minilad YouTube channel, which it honestly surprises me that he's already back this soon, considering the fact it hasn't even been a fucking year yet, and also considering what he did. Now, if you don't know what Minilad did, just go check out my previous videos on Minilad so you can get caught up on the Minilad lore. But just in case if you don't want to watch them because of things like my old shit microphone, I have some good news. YouTube is allowing me to swear again and not wait 30. Let me just give you the short version of what he did. He's oh, wait, I can't say that or YouTube will demonetize me. Gonna have to think of a YouTube-friendly way to say this. Oh, wait. I got it. Alright, so, basically in short words, Minilad pulled a Kiwis. And for some weird reason, like Kiwis, Minilad thinks it's okay to come back to YouTube after what he did. So, because he's back, I figured that because no one is really talking about his return other than TJV, and because I want a shitload of money, I might as well talk about his return to YouTube. Grab yourself a bowl of wait a minute, no, that's not a good thing to grab. Hold on. I need to think of something more fitting for you to grab for this video. Oh, wait, I got it now. Grab yourself a large-ass cupcake and let's just dive straight into this. When it comes to his first return on YouTube, it happened 4 months ago on his Craig Thompson YouTube channel, in which he returned for a very short period of time. During this period of time, he uploaded these videos that I can best describe as knockoff Mr. Beast videos that didn't involve giving people money. And along with not giving people any money, he also did not explain why he came back to the Craig Thompson YouTube channel instead of the Minilad YouTube channel. In fact, he was avoiding the entire situation despite the fact that new details and that a new victim was discovered either a couple months ago when this video was uploaded. In fact, to show you how much he was avoiding this entire situation, he was deleting comments on his first video where he returned to the Craig Thompson YouTube channel that mentioned certain words. He probably thought that along with doing this and waiting for the situation to die down, as he put it, that returning to YouTube would be as easy as sticking a finger down your throat to lose weight. But it wasn't, because right when everybody found out that he was back on YouTube, everybody began to hit all of his new videos with a ton of dislikes.
There's a big surprise!
Which did not surprise me at all, because there is no way he can come back to YouTube after doing what he did. In the first video that he uploaded on his Craig Thompson YouTube channel, he stated that this was the reason for his return.
Hey guys, I just want to say right here at the end of that, I know it's been a while. I've missed you guys, and I hope you guys have all been doing good, been keeping well. This whole experience of being up on this cliff has been an absolute blessing, and it's so nice to be able to come back and make fun videos again. And in my time away, I've realized something. I've realized that life is meant to be enjoyed to the fullest, and it's something to go out and explore, and I want to be able to share my journeys and the experiences of this blessing that we call life. So with that being said, what are my future plans, and what do I plan to do? Well,
Where are we? Lion! My entire life. There's no one walking around.
Now, it shouldn't come to a surprise to you that I believe that what he's saying is total horseshit when it comes to why he returned. He only returned because he thought everybody forgot what he did, that the situation died down, as he put it, and as a result, he came back to YouTube. Now, along with that, I believe he returned for another reason. And before I continue, let me just state that what I am about to say is just pure speculation, so take it with a grain of salt. I believe that along with wanting to get more money from YouTube, which let's face it, that's the real reason he returned, I believe he also returned in an attempt to disassociate with the Minilad name and rebrand himself from being Minilad to Craig Thompson, because he knew that the Minilad brand was now too tainted due to what he did, and that if he went under a new name, people would forget what he did and he could go back to being a YouTuber without that many people knowing about the controversy. Let's take a look at some of the evidence I found found that supports this theory. For one, on the MiniLadd YouTube channel, for the featured channels, he got rid of both his Craig Thompson YouTube channel and the MiniLadd music channel from his featured channels list. And for the Craig Thompson YouTube channel, he got rid of the MiniLadd channel and the music channel from the featured channels list on that channel. Along with that, he also erased his entire Twitter presence. He didn't delete his profile. In fact, he kept it up, but he just got rid of the name MiniLadd and just put a period and put it in his bio outside. However, there was one strange thing he did when he erased his presence on Twitter. The one thing he changed on his Twitter that was very suspicious to me was the channel link. Instead of this link leading to the MiniLadd YouTube channel, it led to the Craig Thompson YouTube channel. So he changed the link to the channel on his Twitter when he tried to black out his entire presence on that website. Now, he didn't get rid of the MiniLadd channel and Craig Thompson channel on his featured channels tab for his music channel, but that's because I honestly think he forgot the password since there are no uploads on it. And I think he knew that since there were only little people subscribed to that YouTube channel, not that many people would know about it. So what would be the point of changing that if nobody's really going to see it? In addition to that, he also got rid of all the connections to his social media accounts on his About section for his MiniLadd YouTube channel, with the exception of his Instagram. However, do you want to know what About section still had links to his other social media accounts? It's Craig Thompson YouTube channel, along with a connection to his merch store, which is also down, by the way. You can't shop on it anymore, like you can't buy any more MiniLadd clothing, which, think about it, why would he only have links on his About section for his Craig Thompson YouTube channel? Seems pretty weird, doesn't it? Now, you're probably thinking that Craig isn't stupid to try and rebrand himself like that, because you think he would know that he's too attached to the MiniLadd name to the point of where he can't do that without people knowing that he is still MiniLadd. But you guys gotta remember that this is the same guy who thought it was a good idea to come back after the controversy with a Minecraft video. So yeah, I would say it's very likely that he tried to rebrand himself in order to distance himself from the MiniLadd name, so people could forget about the controversy, because they wouldn't know if this was MiniLadd or not. I mean, for God's sakes, this is what he wanted people to do. He wanted them to forget the first time he crawled out of his little hole in order to come back to YouTube. But this ended up failing because he is way too attached to the MiniLadd name, as I said before, to where he cannot rebrand himself because too many people just know him as MiniLadd. Again, this is just a theory, so take it with a grain of salt. But to summarize MiniLadd's entire first return, it went about as well as EDP trying to get a cupcake. Now, just about 3 weeks ago, as of recording this part of the video, MiniLadd has come back to his YouTube channel, and good God, this is just pathetic. He only addresses his audience for 4 minutes, then makes a meme stream. Well, one thing hasn't changed, that being Craig just making lazy shit content. Anyways, I don't want to beat around the bush for too long. Let's just get into this. Alright, we haven't even begun yet, and I already feel very uncomfortable, mainly because I'm looking at and I'm about to watch a video made by a pedophile, but also his smile. It just seems very forced. Honestly, when I look at his smile, I feel like I'm about to hear a cult member try to brainwash me, which I wouldn't be surprised if MiniLadd was in a cult, considering what a lot of cult leaders do. Good God, hang on a sec. Let's watch this crap.
The thing. As you guys may have noticed, I've been gone for a while. My life decided to take a little bit of a twist.
Oh, a twist. Is that what we are calling getting caught for soliciting minors and finding out how much of a shitty human being you are?
Last December, as you guys know, I put up my apology.
Don't you mean your second apology after that train wreck of a first apology? And also, you can't really call that an apology video because you cropped out images to make things not appear as bad as they were, just so you could trick your audience into making them think you're not as bad as you are. And also, if you're cropping out stuff that you have to show to people, it's just showing that you're not sorry at all, and that you're just trying to save whatever image you have left.
I went silent. I went dark on everything. I didn't have Twitter. I didn't have Instagram. I deleted everything off my phone. I just wanted to focus on me.
You just wanted to wait until everybody forgot.
Because for me, I'm aware that everything in my life that's happened up to this moment is my fault.
I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, but at least he's taking accountability. Yeah, he's only taking accountability to the things he can make look less bad by covering shit up. Like, he hasn't taken accountability for a lot of things that involve him soliciting minors. Like the time he asked a 13-year-old girl for a picture of her breasts. So yeah, minilad is not sorry for any of this. He just wants all this to go away and come back to YouTube so he can keep making money.
So I knew that if I was gonna work on me and if I wanted to come back to this, I wanted to come back to entertaining, I wanted to come back to everything, I knew I needed to work on me, right? I lost friends over this, I lost fans over this.
Well, you shouldn't be able to come back considering you prey on little girls as young as 13 years old. And yeah, no shit you lost friends over this. They don't want to associate with a pedophile. And the fans that left you don't want to support someone like you. Also, cut it with the forced positivity, because this isn't a thing you shouldn't be talking about in a positive manner.
Last September, I moved to Texas. I went back to Northern Ireland for a few weeks, then came back, and then I moved to Dallas. I had a bunch of friends out here that were like, we realize you're going through some stuff, let me help you. But there's a bunch of people here who are just like willing to let me talk and help me get through my stuff. And you know, I've maintained therapy every week. Shout out Brenna, by the way. Brenna, my therapist, is a fucking legend. For me, here's the way I looked at therapy. Is, you know the way whenever you go through stuff and you have that one friend that you talk to about everything, they know everything that's going on in your mind, you tell them. But there's always a few things that you're too afraid to tell them.
Like that you're a kid diddler?
Having a therapist, for me, was that. I could go into the really dark places of my mind that, and everyone has these closed off doors, right? That they don't want to go into because they're scared and they don't really know how to fix it. But what therapy and just this entire process has allowed me to do is open up those dark chambers, clean everything out.
No, you just look at it as a way to get out of controversy. Don't get me wrong, therapy is normal and something anyone should do, but most of the time, YouTubers, especially ones like minilad, just use it as an excuse to get out of controversy. I highly doubt he is telling his therapist everything he's done. Because if he isn't even able to tell his fans the full extent of the situation, I highly doubt he's able to tell a therapist the full extent of the situation. Because any therapist would be disgusted in what he did, and would probably tell him to get off the fucking internet, and that he lost the right to be a YouTuber when he preyed on a child.
Oh, and just see who I am. Who Craig is. Not minilad, not anything else, just me.
Here we go again with the me crap. If you guys don't notice when Craig is dancing around the situation, what he does a lot of times is he likes to say stuff like, I need to work on myself, or I have been working on myself because I need to do what's right for me, in order to make it look like he's actually trying to get help, or that he knows what the problem is and that he's gonna get help for it.
When you understand the headspace that I was in. The games, no more anything like that. This is just Craig. This isn't minilad. This is Craig talking. I want to find out who I am. Not minilad, not anything like that. I want to find Craig. And that I wanted to talk about is therapy. I outlined it in my original tweet back in June at the bottom, saying that I will be working on myself and I will be attending therapy. That's all that I want. I'm going to continue to grow and continue to work on myself.
And after saying this in the past, he never did any of that. So I highly doubt he's been actually doing that, or getting any help at all.
I knew the first thing I needed to do was I needed schedule. I needed like long-term goals. I needed something that I could work on. And for me, that was working out. The act of physical exercise is as much mental as it is physical. And I knew that if I was gonna figure out who I am and try and be the best person that I could be, I needed to do that. I didn't know when I was gonna be back. For all I know, it could have been 1 month, 5 months, 10 months, or 5 years. And I told myself, I'll come back when I feel happy within myself. I know that I'll come back when I feel like the time is right.
You mean when everybody forgot? And him just showing that he was counting down the months to come back alone just shows he was waiting until everybody forgot.
And I'll be honest with you, I know this might sound kind of crazy. I'm now the happiest I think I've ever been in my life. And I know that might sound really hard to believe for a lot of people, considering what has been going on. But for the first time in my life, I figured out who I am. Looking back, I realized, Jesus Christ, like there was no time between recording, being on phone calls with Ty, trying to get my edits done and everything, that I just had time to work on me and be me. And that's what this last like 9 months, really the year and a half, but especially the last 9 months has given me. I'm very happy with who I am. I'm very happy with the people around me. I have an incredible support group of friends.
Yeah, because they're pedo enablers.
And I don't like what happened because obviously I know it affected you guys as well. That's not what I was about.
Oh, give me a break. You didn't like what happened because you got caught and people know what you're really like now. If he really cared about how this affected his fans, he wouldn't have said this. Because it shows that Minilad only views his fans as nothing but a bunch of mindless doormats that will let him get away with anything despite how bad it is. Also, if he cared about his fans, he wouldn't have preyed on them in the first place. And speaking about preyed upon fans, what about your victims? Do you care about how preying on them has affected them? Oh wait, you don't because you're an actual pedophile.
This is my life. I realized that I needed to face everything. I could, if I wanted to, I could have just scared away, like this, I'm out, don't get it, not changing anything. I could have done that.
Oh, that's what you fucking do, you neck-bearded cunt. You never actually face the full extent of the situation you put yourself in to your audience when you try apologizing to them. And hell, sometimes you don't even apologize to your victims because not enough people know. And even then, when enough people find out what you did to that person and you choose to respond to them, you choose to be incredibly vague and hide information.
But I needed to not be I needed to face this head on. I need to look at all my insecurities in the mirror and say, what the f is going on, Craig? It's time to fix it. Because
You have never done that. All you do is come back and say, hey guys, look, I'm better now, everything's fine. Again, I bet he hasn't even told his therapist the full extent of the shit he's done. Since, I mean, he does that to his audience, what's to stop him from doing that to his therapist? And again, if you did, she would tell you to stay the hell away from YouTube so you don't get the chance to harm any minors again.
Let people down, and that's not okay. And here's also a thing as well. I know that people watching this right now, you might be on the fence.
No one should be on the fence about this, because when it comes to supporting or enabling a pedophile, that is universally just seen as vile, disgusting, and one of the worst things a human being can possibly fucking do. Anyone who is supporting, defending, or forgiving this vile piece of trash needs to be put on a watch list and should lose the right to have children. And if they already have children, they should lose custody over them, because you are choosing to support someone who will actively harm them if he ever gets the chance to know them. If you still like Minilad, chances are you are an actual pedophile, a pedophile enabler, or just completely brain dead and fucking stupid. If you are gonna say that there are probably people who don't know about what he did, that is the biggest load of horse shit I have ever heard in my fucking life. The moment you search up Minilad will show a bunch of videos talking about his disgusting actions. And if you forgot about how disgusting his actions were, I'm gonna just show you screenshots of the things he said and did.
We be moving hella weight like some bodybuilders. Can't fix your career, you need Bob the Builder. Messing with them girls, but they all be underage. Someone get this pedo monster in a motherfucking cage. Playing all these games, man, you big geeking. Now you freaking, now your shit is leaking. On the snap with little girls and you streaking. She said you were picky, so please put your feet in. Tearing up when you be tweeting. Mistakes happen, can't delete them. Post an MC vids, but we ain't watching those. How many girls do you be sexing shit? No one knows. Apologizing on Twitter like we finna care. Like what the hell did you do to your motherfucking hair? Career's still going, but it's going down the wrong path. On my raft, turn the psychopath into aftermath. You wanna fuck, but all she wants your autograph. You the only creeper I see blowing up off Minecraft. You think you're safe, cause a little bit of time's passed. For a gang Keemstar, now we on your fucking ass. Hella cases, catch them all, so I'll call your ass. Pull up to your server, clack, clack, it's a bloodbath. Minilad, hella sad, going out really bad. Got exposed, finna lose, dude just made it on the news. Career going down, call that shit a rap. Next time you make a decision, flip before you act. Hey, stop laughing at this shit is serious. Straight out the volcano, feeling hot, I'm feeling igneous. Acting family friendly, but then you be acting hideous. In the DMs asking for news, but you was.
Remember the people that are forgiving him. This is the sick individual you are enabling by forgiving him. If you are still on the fence after looking at these screenshots when it comes to if you're gonna support him, I am disgusted that you're even a part of my fucking species. This goes out to everyone who liked this video, everyone who gave a positive comment in this video's comment section, and just anyone who still supports and forgives him, you are going against every person that disliked his apology video. You are forgiving pedophiles and pedophilia, and nothing on this godforsaken earth can convince me otherwise. I don't care who you are, seeing what he did should make any individual who is sane know that it is not okay to support nor be on the fence about supporting him. You are supporting a person that has no place in our society because he is a pedophile. Pedophiles are nothing but monsters that manipulate people, abuse them, take advantage of them for their own personal pleasure, and once they're done exploiting you, they throw you away. They drive people to depression and thoughts of suicide. They are nothing but evil monsters, and I'm disgusted that members of my species are still able to forgive and are allowing Minilad to return to this goddamn website after what he did to his victims. Jesus Christ, I need a fucking break before I continue.
I know that. If you're on the fence and I've broken your trust, if you decide to leave, that's okay. Don't feel pressured into watching this. I have no animosity against you. I wish you all the very best in life. But at some point in the future, if you decide to give me another go, I'll welcome you back with open arms.
Of shit. You don't understand because you're okay with the bad actions you did still. Because again, if he was actually sorry, he would have said sorry to every one of his victims and show his audience the full extent of what he did so that way they can stay the fuck away from him. And he also wouldn't return to YouTube in the first place because if he finally knew that what he did was not okay, he would stay off YouTube so he doesn't even get the possibility to do what he did again. The fact that people are buying this crap from him sickens me to my very core, makes me lose so much fucking faith in humanity.
Cliches are cliche for a reason. It's hard to word it any other way, but at the end of the day, I can't change my past, but I sure as hell can change my future.
Look, I agree for the most part people can change, but people like Craig can't change at all and don't deserve to be back after doing something like this. I mean, why else do you think people like him are forcibly chemically castrated or are put behind bars or are put on a list along with other people your kids should stay the fuck away from for the rest of their lives? It's because people like him cannot change and will only put more people in harm's way. Craig, you cannot be trusted with an audience again. You haven't changed at all because people like you can't.
And that's why I'm here today. I have a long road ahead. I'm very, very happy to be on this road. So thank you guys. Thank you for being here. I promise I won't let you down again. Feel free to fucking clip that.
Doubt you'll hold on to that promise considering you only see your viewers as doormats.
I want to be able to help people again, and that's the reason why I want to do meme streams, like, or the charity for the meme streams. I have a lot of plans for the future. I'm really excited to share a lot of this with you guys. With that being said...
Oh my god, not this crap. Donating to charity does not get you out of a controversy. Of course you're doing this. I mean, for God's sakes, any YouTuber who is caught doing something bad fucking does this. Alright, that was pretty much all he had to say. The rest of the video is just a shitty meme stream. So what are my thoughts on this? Well, it was complete horseshit and worse than his actual apology video. And again, it just disgusts me that he's even back in the first place. This video alone has made me just realize something. It's made me realize that cleaning shit off my dick after anal sex is a way more enjoyable experience than having to sit through this garbage. In conclusion, Minilad returning to this website is one of the worst things for it, and he needs to be removed from it immediately because him being on the website only makes it dangerous for minors. Alright, I'm gonna go clear my head now.